it's Megan Elizabeth from AboveRubyStudio.com coming at you guys live tonight. I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to pop into Facebook, but for those watching the replay here on either YouTube or Facebook later, welcome. Thank you so much. If you have any questions about anything we talk about tonight, feel free to leave a comment. Feel free to come over to either Above Ruby Studio or shemakesclub.com or shemakes.club, and I would love to chat with you further. So I wanted to get on tonight. Hey everybody, hey Joe, hey Chris, hey Anna. I'm so glad you guys are here. So I kind of had a really, like, I don't know. Hi Jen. I just love that you guys are popping in. Just say hi. Would love to talk. I am excited to create and make with you guys tonight. I haven't done this completely publicly live like this in a long time, but what I kind of thought we would do is come on live and give you guys a little bit of an insider's look into some of the stuff that goes on inside the She Makes Club. And I wanted to be able to like share with you a little bit of the interactive experience that you will get. I've gotten a lot of questions over the last month, like, okay, what is it? What are you actually doing? What's going on there? And I really want to share my story, and I want to inspire and encourage you to tell your story. I actually posted on Facebook earlier, not Facebook, Instagram. It's on Facebook too, but on my Instagram earlier today about telling your story and being brave enough to tell your story, and that your story may just be the thing that somebody else needs to hear to be inspired, to be a better version of themselves, to go to the next level. And I wanted to kind of get on and tell you a little bit about that before we start creating. I wanted to share with you some cards that I've made and scrapbook layout and just a little bit more of what's going on. But I wanted to actually tell you a little story first. So I hope you'll stick with me through it, and then we'll make something, okay? I promise. We might make a card and a scrapbook layout. I'm not sure. Hey, Amanda. So here's the thing. I really tried to become an expert at running and hiding. I know that sounds kind of crazy to some of you who have been probably following the AboveRubyStudio.com journey for maybe several years. I mean, it's been almost a 10-year journey at AboveRubyStudio.com, and there's been a lot that has happened since the beginning of starting Above Ruby Studio. I started Above Ruby Studio because of postpartum depression, and because I was on bed rest so often with miscarriages and had all these other things going on that really dove me into the crafting and the scrapbooking world. And I was so incredibly blessed. I've learned so much. I was given so many skills and blessings, and amazing things happened in that journey that it can be easy to forget, right? And celebrate and then not celebrate, because life can kind of be like this up and down kind of thing. And I know that for me, and it's been like a long process of even realizing this, like I tried to become a master at running and hiding from the garbage, hiding from the junk. Enjoy the moments, right? And you need to make a choice to be happy. You need to make a decision as to what you're going to focus on. Are you going to focus on being a victim or a victor? And I really believe that with my whole heart, soul, spirit, and mind. And I want to encourage that to others, to anybody that comes along on the journey. However, realizing that some of the junk, some of the stuff that I've gone through, some of the true nitty-gritty, dirty-gritty stuff that has happened has been some of the most beautiful blessings that have not only transformed and changed my life into something that I couldn't even begin to imagine or comprehend, but it's transformed and helped others as well. And it's not about like airing all the dirty laundry, but truly getting authentically vulnerable and sharing. Beth, I so appreciate that you've been here from the beginning, and I love that the cutting guide is still helping you. So one of the reasons why I started She Makes Club is, one, I wanted to start getting back into the crafting world again a little bit more, and I wasn't quite sure how to do it. My focus has been in homeschooling my kids. I've been sharing some makeup tutorials and different things because I was a hairstylist first, and the unique mission of helping women through abuse and protecting, defending childhood innocence, like that's all been like a hobby side, feel beautiful, look beautiful, inside and out thing for me. So that's on the side. I have close to my heart that I just adore, and a lot of time and effort goes into Life Above Rubies, which is all about helping women inside and out, but to really find their purpose, pursue their goals, pursue their dreams, and to excel in business, life, and balance. And to take the technical like questions out of it, like I help you step by step, like here's how you technically set up WordPress, and here's how you do your hosting and your servers, and what to do with all of your stuff that goes on in the background, like how I really did it. How did I build Above Ruby Studio to the hundreds of thousands of DVD sales and subscribers and all the things that it was and is, and teaching other women how to do that so that they can get unstuck and that they can have their moments of like, hey, this is so much more than just about me, and telling the story. And so I'm telling you this today because I ran. I remember running. I remember hiding. I remember thinking, I can't share this story. I can't share this part of me. And there are things that it can be really hard to share, right? It's really difficult. You can feel really like torn up about it. Have you healed from it? Where's the hope in it? Where is the light? And more and more and more, I am just seeing like what it means to truly be filled in the Spirit and step into the light, and to share your story, and to authentically be vulnerable to make an impact. And so that's what Life Above Rubies is about, for helping somebody do that. But then the She Makes Club is like the fun side of it, where we're getting together on a regular basis, a couple times a month. We pop in live. I do recorded tutorials as well as live tutorials, and we talk and we create together, we make together, and we share. And it's a beautiful way to share your journey and your story and your moments, and remembering to tell the stories that matter. Not just, you know, the family vacation that was so much fun, or the baby's first words or first steps, but like the things that years and years down the road, you're telling your own story to pass down to generations as well. And one of the things that I really encourage this month over at She Makes is the Always Remember page. And this Always Remember page was a really deep, intimate journey and story for me to share. And I would love for you to come along and experience it and see it and understand more and learn more. But then to also take action for yourself to tell your own story. To come in and be like, hey, you know, that time that I changed the tire on the car, like that was kind of a big deal. Do you remember that time that I said that next prayer and continued on faith? Do you remember that time that I made that move, or I did that drive, or I became a super fighter and let it all out? Do you remember that time that I just bawled my eyes out that entire night, but it took me to that healing next level that I needed to go to? Let's talk about some of those things, and let's tell some of those stories, and let's celebrate some of the things that we tend to forget about. It's a big part of what She Makes is all about. And we want to be a safe environment. It is a private membership because I only want people in there that are all in and on board in heart, soul, mind, and spirit to be a part of it, making and being vulnerable and authentic with each other, and finding that hope and healing and courage to not only have fun, but to have purpose and reflection in their life to grow to the next level. And it doesn't matter if you are just a scrapbooker, a card maker. We do a little bit of everything. We do a lot with the Cricut. We have silhouette users as well. And I try to keep it really simple, but have a lot of fun. So I wanted to tell you about that. And I just wanted to like say, you know, your story does matter. It's so easy to think like, I just need to run. I need to hide. I need to cover it all up. You can step into the light and be filled and be healed and be whole and be an encouragement and the inspiration that only you have the power to give to somebody else in this world. Hey, Dolly, thanks so much for coming on tonight. So one of the things that we're using in this month's She Makes is the Some Kind of Wonderful kit from Close to My Heart. I try to keep it to just like one kit so that if for some reason you want to make exactly what I'm making, you don't have to go buy a huge supply list. I hate that. Like, I don't want anybody to feel like they have to go buy anything to participate. You can use your own stash completely, what you have on hand. But for those, I know, because I'm that way. When I join something and I become a part of something and I get fully immersed, I want to do exactly what they're doing. So I make it really simple. I don't get you guys huge, crazy supply lists. It's like one thing each month that we'll focus on. So Some Kind of Wonderful is that thing. This is the last opportunity to get it. If you're interested, it's available at AboveRubiesCrafts.com. It's Some Kind of Wonderful. And we made, like, we've already made that scrapbook layout I showed you. I shared a couple cards. This one's my favorite. You're not alone. It's popped up. And that fox is just adorable. The little eyelashes and the hello. I made a card for Benson and a card for Jenna that I'm going to be giving to them before they go to their dad's. Hey, Tammy. Thanks so much for popping on. So this is I love you. What is that new update? There's a new update because like something crazy just happened on my Facebook Live. And then one for Jenna with a kitty cat that says love this. And then I'm going to write a little love note inside there for them. So that's just some of the stuff like we make step by step, hands-on, like have fun with. Tammy, I want to know why your picture like popped up there and was there like that. That was crazy. That was fun. I've never seen that before. Ever, ever, ever. Crazy. Okay, so I see a lot of people on. Thank you so much. And I'm going to stop talking and we're just going to start making something. I don't even know what, but if you want to start commenting now, card or scrapbook. I was thinking about doing both. I don't know how much time I'm going to have. And I need somebody to tell me like what time is like happening here because I could just rammer on all night. But this is just some of the gorgeousness of the kit. It's upside down. I don't know. It's backwards. It's upside down. It's inside out. But it's wonderful. It really is. You want to see a scrapbook layout? I kind of figured we would want to see a scrapbook layout tonight. I love this. You're haunting that way. It was weird. I've never seen it before. Tammy, your little picture came and sat up in the corner of my thing. It just sat there. It was like, what's it doing? So I'm crafting mostly at She Makes Club. I will do an occasional video over at the YouTube channel still, where it'll be a craft video. But I'm really, like, my YouTube channel is just sort of everything. It's business, it's life, it's balance, it's crafting, it's makeup. It's all the things that are me. And I know that to some people that's just like, I only want to see this. So I'm really, like, it's been really getting to, like, each video title, it'll say business and then the title, or makeup and then the title. So you can just pick and choose which ones you want to watch. And join the things that you want to do. But if you're like, hey, Megan, I loved all your Cricut stuff and I loved all of your crafting and I really, like, I love you, girl, but I really just want to see the crafting, come to She Makes Club. I promise you, we make a lot of stuff, we talk, we get intimate and deep, and I share a lot more about why it was even hard for me to continue in crafting for a little while, why things took the turns that they did, and the journey that it's been. Like, I really, it's been a journey, it's been a wild ride, and I'm thankful to share it, and I'm thankful that so many have been a part of it, but it's been a wild freaking ride. Okay, so I'm going to use this paper as my card, or my scrapbook layout base. I used the pink as a chunk on the last one here, right? But I'm going to use the gray now, and we're going to use the strip, and I'm going to make this up as we go. We're doing this on the fly. It's going to be a simple layout, okay? I'm not going to do like an hour-long card, or layout, rather, tutorial live, because, I mean, making live tutorials can be a little daunting. The thing I love about the Close to My Heart strips is like, okay, here's the title tag, but on the reverse side they let you use it as an embellishment, which is a lot of fun. I did this one as well, so this was like another title, but like there's a whole other strip that you can use for embellishing or adding to your layout. I'm going to do my little trick again. If you guys have followed long enough, I'm going to cut out the inside square of this, and I'm just using my paper trimmer. I'm going to angle this down a little bit more, hopefully not too far, so that you can see. I'm just cutting out some of the inside guts of this because I really don't need to take up, use the entire page, rather. I want to be able to have some of this available to me still. So I just cut out that inside. You received the gift? Oh, I'm so excited, Joe. That's one thing I'm trying to do is, like, members of She Makes randomly will just receive little gifts. I did a gift for the first set number of people that joined, and I'm going to continue to do random surprise gifts as you're a part of this. I'm going to cut out a little bit of the circles. I'm not doing measurements. I'm really sorry. This is, like, on the fly. So if you want exact... Okay, I'll tell you the measurements. I'll never mind. We're going to do 7 inches. Let's do 7 inches. I'm hoping that 8 inches will be enough. We'll do 9, just in case. 7 inches by 9 inches. Okay? Because these circles are so stinking cute. And I want to make sure I cover what I cut out, which that should do it just perfectly. That'll do it. Alright, and then because I did cut out the inside of this, I'm going to cut this down to be my photo mat. This pink is adorable. I love this pink. So if it's going to be my photo matting, let's say it's a 4x6 photo. Let's do 6 1/4, which that already is almost exactly. Wait a minute. Let's see if we do it this way. Let's do it 6 1/4 by 4 1/4, and I'm going to do it this way instead. So I'm trimming it the other way around. Hey Jennifer, thanks so much for popping on. Okay, so now that's ready for photo matting. I'm going to adhere this together. I want to use, because we're talking about telling your story, and your story matters, and your story is wonderful and amazing, I'm going to use the wonderful. Hey Sandy, thanks so much. So come on over. I would love to be making and creating and crafting with you guys over at She Makes. It's shemakes.club, or you can go to shemakesclub.com, not to be confusing. There's actually an affiliate program out also. So if you join that and you sign up and you share it with other people, you get rewarded for that. And so I love that. I love being able to share that. It's so fun. Hey Carol. And I'm still sending, I'm sending out goodies, and I do a prize giveaway every month. Like, it's usually around $100 giveaway every month, maybe a little less. But I've done Cricut cartridge giveaway. That's what's going on this month, and you can still get in on that. You get entered just for being a member. You automatically become entered just for being a member, and then there's additional entries. And then there's additional entries that you can win. Like I did a hey Kathy, I did a shopping spree last month, $100 shopping spree. You could get whatever you wanted in my Close to My Heart store. Sometimes it's just a random like goodie bag of stuff. So I've been doing this now. We launched She Makes in March, and this is going to continue for as long as I can possibly go. I can't foresee stopping, because I've missed crafting with you guys. I've missed some of the basics of what I'm doing. It's so therapeutic for me to be able to sit down and tell the stories and to share in a deeper, more intimate way. I want the projects to inspire and encourage you, hey Christina, to truly tell your story, to tell your family's story. And I did that off. I need to cover up my cut marks because I cut over on the side here. So I'm just kind of, there's a geometric pattern on this paper. A crop box event. I would love to do it. See how there's a geometric pattern in that background? I'm lining it up on there. I wouldn't be you know what? If you guys want to do a crop box event again, I'll do it. I'll do a weekend event again. If you guys want to do it, I would need to know what level of interest there is in it, because it's a lot of work. So to be able to do something like that again, I'm going to kind of need to hear from you all as to what you want to see and do. I don't want to just make this up on I'm not going to just do it on my own. You'll come help, Jen? Kind of liking this. I'm liking the thoughts. We had a lot of fun doing it before. We had a lot of fun doing them before. But they do. They take several people to man and do the event. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I'm going to just set this on kind of in the, not the center, it's off center, but because, okay, so the photo will go in the middle there. I'm going to do this guy over here. So here's a funny story that I told you all. My We Are Memory Keepers Corner Chomper is like my favorite thing in my craft room. It's been missing since I moved from Appleton. This is true. This is true. It was my favorite thing. So I lost it after my move in Appleton. I don't even know how, because it had always been inside this, like, my bucket of, like, my favorite things. Like, my pens and my ink and my, like, scissors and whatever. Like, this stuff has, like, always been on my desk, and it always was in there. And it's gone. Hey, Michelle. It's gone. And so what I did was, last month, I went and bought the corner rounder from Close to My Heart. because it was cheap. And I was like, I'm not going to spend money. I'm just going to see how the Close to My Heart one does, which is great. Wouldn't you know it's gone? Apparently, corner rounding is just not meant to be in my life. I don't know how it's missing. I think maybe a 3-year-old had something to do with it. I'm guessing. I'm guessing a 3-year-old had something to do with this. Wonderful could go this way, but I really want it to go up and down. And I'm going to do... I'm actually... Oh, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna see how this goes. Okay, so I want this to go up and down. So I'm gonna just... And this is not supposed to happen because... Okay, so... Because you guys haven't all been in the She Makes Club and haven't heard all of my stories, don't put the adhesive along this corner, this side, because I want to be able to slide my picture in underneath here. You know what picture I could do? I have this one from my other layout. I could actually just put this on top. You know what? I'm going to use this as my story here. Okay, so this is a picture from one of the pilot episodes we did for TLC. This was my producers and crew and the gang. And actually, if you guys watch my channel, you'll see like a little mini interview done with me. This is what this is from. And it was like a big moment. Well, like I shouldn't say obviously. But for me, it was a big moment. And it was a defining moment, as well as a moment I needed to remember. Because I did this outside of what I thought I would be able to do. I really did. I did it outside of somebody telling me you wouldn't be able to do it without me, with a bunch of other things that were going on. I told more of this story in the club, and I really like to keep that stuff to the club because of so many sensitive things that have happened. Hey, Jennifer, thanks so much for popping in. I'm going to just keep it there, okay? So I'm going to use this picture, though. So forget the whole photo matting. It's okay. We're just going to use it as like part of the background because it looks pretty. Layer up the paper, guys. Layer it up. Okay. So there's that. I love these. Kind of love the little black strip. I'm going to do that to kind of tie that together a little bit. And, you know, such accurate measurements here. I'm just cutting it off. Hey, Jem Finucci. Hey, Betsy. Love you guys a ton. This is not supposed to happen. Like I was saying, I lost all of my pearl pens to storage, to the heat and cold and the crazy of storage. And a bunch of my adhesive cartridges didn't deal well with coming out of storage. Just didn't deal well. I'm trying to shove this underneath, and there's adhesive on here. So I'm trying to like get it in without lifting up too much of the other stuff. So we're making a layout tonight, and we're talking, just adding some interest and some layers to this. I'm going to do a corner of the pink up here. My cat would be trying to eat the adhesive tape. Weird cat. Betsy, you know, it was actually really funny. I can't believe how many years it's been, actually. Betsy had come over to my house when I had the studio in my house years ago. And it actually, the memory just came up on Facebook. Like, hey, do you remember when this happened? And I was like, oh my goodness. All right, so adding some of this over here. This is why I don't do my adhesive all the way to the edges, because I like to be able to like slide other things in and underneath. Yes, okay, so I did do a video, if you go to the YouTube channel and Above Ruby Studio, if you do, I think it's Fix Glue Glider, search in my channel, you'll find it. Or just do a glue glider search in my channel. I have like a ton of glue glider videos because I was their spokesperson for 3 years. And I show you how to fix them. So it is really easy to fix. It's just taking the time to do it. I mean, it still works. It's just I have a string hanging down. So it still works even when that happens. But it typically happens because of extreme hot or cold temperatures that will cause it sometimes to just break. But it still works. Like the glue glider, the way glue glider works and how they manufacture and do things and stand by their products, and the strength and quality of the tape still, the adhesive still is amazing. Like the adhesive is meant to stand hot and cold, like crazy good. All right, so in this little kit, there's embellishments, and because I have, they're glittery. This is inside the Some Kind of Wonderful kit. I want to do the ampersand on here because I think I'm going to do happy and wonderful. So here's the word happy, which is in here. You find it through glue glider? That's funny. Really? That's how you found it, huh? Now I'm thinking about that. It's like registering what you said. Wow. All right, so these have adhesive on them. They're kind of thick. I'm doing this happy and wonderful. I wasn't sure what this layout was going to be. We just are making it up as we go, which is fun. When we're making in the She Makes Club, I have a plan. I actually do sketches, and I also create Cricut cut files for you guys over at She Makes, and I create an album inside that just for members to be able to access and use. So you'll have links to the cut files so that you can go recreate exactly what I did through Cricut Design Space, or you can, trace it out in your Silhouette Studio or whatever it is that you're using. And I also do kind of like the sketch inspiration and then pictures of like the final projects, and then either pre-recorded tutorials or like live interactions, kind of like this. Yes, this is the Close to My Heart kit called Some Kind of Wonderful. I'm only using that for this. And I'm trying to make the ampersand fit without going on the picture because I don't want it on the picture. Happy and wonderful. I kind of like that because it was a happy and wonderful day and something to really remember and to be proud of. Not even kidding you. Okay, so happy and wonderful. I'm going to grab the arrow because you guys know I'm a huge fan of arrows, and it's green. And I'm going to stick that down here. Binge watched all your videos this summer. I was pregnant with my youngest. It's so funny how this is why I realized, okay, here we go. Really, really honest moment, okay? And I hate saying this publicly. Like, I really do. I've said it a little bit in She Makes, but I got really, this is why I'm saying, like, your story matters. Your story does matter. And I, like I said, I tried to become an expert at running and hiding, and realize that I had to step fully into the light because that's how I want to live. That's how I want to tell others to live, and I need to do that. I wanted to bury myself from ever showing anybody how to glue a piece of paper to another piece of paper and put glitter on something and make something pretty ever again. I did. Last summer, I think, was the hardest season that I had to go through in my journey. It was kind of dark for me. I guess it was almost 2 summers ago. It was kind of dark for me. And for me, I went into this like, I'm done. You guys know I said it. I did videos that said, I'm not crafting anymore. Sorry. It's just a hobby. It's just something I'm going to do on the side. And maybe once in a while I'll pop in. I'm going to do makeup and I'm going to do this other thing. And I'm still doing them because I still feel very much called to do Life Above Rubies as I'm doing it. I still love makeup, but I know that's not my main calling in life. I know that. And it's not going to be, but I will share it because it's fun. It's a hobby, and it's something to get great makeup at a great discount supporting a wonderful, amazing cause with Unique. I love that. But I said I was done. And I said I was done because I went into an emotional attachment to what I thought it was, to what had happened. And God brought me through such an amazing journey of his grace and gentleness to say, Megan, I gave you this gift. I put this in your heart. I walked with you through this path. You need to share it and you need to enjoy it and get back to what it was that brought the joy of me in and through. And through She Makes, I feel so passionate to be able to do that again, in a way that is my own, in a way that isn't trying to fit into somebody else's mold, in a way that isn't trying to make somebody else happy, in a way that isn't trying to meet expectations of anybody but you guys, the ladies that are here to make and to grow and to be inspired and to have hope and healing and enjoyment in day-to-day life, man. That's what it's all about. So that's my why, and that's the reason, and that's why it's there, and I'm so excited and passionate about it because, you know, I had to come through that. See, I didn't know that because I had to check out in life after losing my parents and hubby in under 2 years. And you know, this caused, just by a stroke of faith, your Facebook page popped up in my timeline. Jen, I didn't, that's faith. That's amazing. That is amazing. Stroke of fate. Wow. I got chills. I actually just got chills a little bit. I stepped away. I was going through so much and I felt like I couldn't. I was scared. You know, a big part of the journey and what I share a little bit more intimately kind of what had happened because, you know, I started Above Ruby Studio out of postpartum depression with Jenna. I was crafting out of being on bed rest and a lot of that, like, healing in that journey. Crafting has always been a huge part of my therapy and my working through things. That's why I share stories like, you know, the I Believe layout that I did, you know, and this whole long journal page about what I believe in things being out there, love being out there, what that looks like in my life. I want to encourage that. This is like what it's about. This is the therapy. This is the journaling and the life stuff that happens. And yeah, I'm still scrapbooking my kids' milestone moments and memories, but like, this is the therapy. This is the healing. Hey, Courtney, thanks for joining. This is what it's about. And so I really, what was I saying about that? My brain jumped the tracks a little bit. I just went through such a like hard time I started it for that. I started it with Sean, my ex-husband. For those of you who don't know, for those of you who are new, I started it with him, and I went through such a pain through that divorce and through choices that I made, through just junk, and then going through all that and like kind of had a little bit of a delayed like, I don't want to say consequence, but just like a delayed reaction to what the divorce actually looked like 5 years later. Ended up moving in with my parents, with the kids for a while, having another child, like all of those things like culminating in the background going like, I don't know how to deal with this. I don't know how to share this. I don't know how to like whatever. And I don't want to be tied to this junk anymore. I don't want to be tied to this. And for some reason I connected Above Ruby Studio crafting to that junk for a period of time. And God has just been like, no, you idiot. V8 kind of thing. That's not it at all. And so it has been a process. It has been a journey. It has been Lord knew I needed to go through some of those things, and that I needed to be able to help and encourage, you know, earning the Close to My Heart incentive trips, becoming a top earner and a top recruiter in the company for several years in a row. Like all of that stuff, you know, was of God completely. And it was of learning the skills that I needed to learn and the knowledge and putting it to practice in wisdom and understanding this. And it's been such an amazing thing. And I'm just so passionate about wanting other women because I've seen how many other women have been stuck. And that's been one of the biggest things, whether it's been in postpartum depression, whether it's been in the loss of a spouse, whether it's been in a divorce, whether it's been an abuse situation. I've seen women come along and say like, hey, I've watched you for years with crafting. How did you do this? How did you do that? And I remember being frozen after my divorce. Like, I don't know how to do any of this technical stuff. I don't know what I'm doing with WordPress. And I had to learn. I became a self-taught expert in the technical side of how does this stuff actually work. And that's what I love to do. I love to educate and teach people. Like, that was my thing with the Cricut. I never thought that the Cricut would be like one of my like platforms to be like, here's how you do it. I love learning how things work and showing others how to do it. I love doing that. I have a background in counseling. I want to continue in that because I want to know how we work, how our emotions work, our patterns, our behaviors. Why do we do the things that we do, and work through them? And I'm learning that crafting is a huge part of it. I shouldn't say I'm learning. I learned that it was always a huge part of it. I never stopped crafting. Never. Even when I stopped doing the videos. So now it's just a much more intimate and beautiful way to be able to come along and do them. And so you'll still see videos pop up on the YouTube channel from time to time. You're gonna see all different things pop up. It's going to continue that way. I'm not stopping that. But this is part of what I'm doing right now. So happy and wonderful. All right. And I'm just kind of adding some touches, some embellishments. It's not quite lined up the way I want it to be. There we go. I'm going to use some of the Shimmer Trim. The Shimmer Trim. Guys, look at the glitter. I mean, come on now. Come on now. You can color this too. I showed that, how you can color it and do other fun things with it. I'm just going to do some little touches of it. I'm not going to like... little touches. It has adhesive on the back. It doesn't rub off. It doesn't flake off. It's like baked in glitter. Don't ask me how. I didn't manufacture it. I just know it's amazing. And it's typically pretty easy to remove the backing, but of course tonight I'm going to struggle with it because I'm live. You just got to peel up the little, it's just a little simple little clear backing sheet, guys. It'll come. There it is. All right, and just gonna add that to the side here. Little shimmer, little glitter. I want it to be able to like journal a little more, but I don't think I want to do that on there. I don't feel like I need to do a whole lot more to this. Like, I feel like this is like the moment and this is what it is. And it's happy and wonderful. We'll use these. Black and white enamel dots come in the kit. They come in the kit, you guys. Everything that I'm using, with exception to the adhesive and my scissors, come in the kit. All of it. So, we're just gonna, yeah, do this. Sometimes I like play with where they're going. I hear a child. I don't know if you hear a child, but I'm pretty sure I hear a child. Probably one of mine too. I hope it's not some stranger's child in my house at this hour. I mean, I'd have to have words with that person's parents, but you know, at the same time, I feel like I need to have words with myself as a parent sometimes. So what am I saying? Happy and wonderful. Just a simple, easy, put together, just some layered up paper, cardstock. It all blends together so well. It all goes together so easily. It's just so fun to make and create with. So fun. I love this kit, and it's going away. It's about to retire, so you only have a few more days if you are interested in these beautiful patterns and colors and paper to grab it up. Stack up on it. I'm glad I did that. I wasn't planning on actually doing that, but I'm glad I did. I have a card base, and I'll tell you what. I'm going to make this card tonight, and I'm going to send it to somebody here. So I'm going to make this card. So somebody that is here or watching, just leave a comment. And let's see, what can you comment? What can you comment? I didn't think of doing this before, so I should have thought of this beforehand. Comment about something that you like to make. Just leave me a comment. Leave me a comment about what it is that you like to make or enjoy in life. Just leave me a comment of what you enjoy most in life. Is it making, creating, cricketing? Is it your kids? Is it walking the dog? What is it? What is it that you enjoy most in your life? If you could just do one thing, what would that one thing be? If you could just do one thing, what would that one thing be? Make pretty things. I like that. Okay, so leave me a comment, and I'm going to send this card that I'm making right now to you because goodies for my kids' class. I like that. Because I'm going to tell you that whatever it is that you like doing, that if you could only do that one thing for the rest of your life, I want you to know I'm here for you. I'm not kidding. This isn't like a joke. This is legitimate. This is who I am. This is what I'm here for, and this is what I feel like is a big purpose and part of my life and my journey that I've gone through. And I am here for you. So I'm going to send this to, even though technically it's for all of you, I'm going to actually send this one card and a little gift. It'll have a little gift with it. It won't just be the card. I'll put a gift with it. Share this video. Leave a comment. Tell me, what is that one thing that if you could only do one thing for the rest of your life, what would that be? Will this fit on here? Is what I want to know. Yes, it will. I'm going to do this I am here for you card. I'm going to use raspberry because raspberry actually coordinates really well with the Some Kind of Wonderful kit. The new magnetic, like to make cards. Tammy said I would like to spend as much time as possible with my grandchildren. Okay. Thank you, Joe, for sharing. Everybody that is sharing, I see you guys popping up. Thank you. Cindy said crafting in general. I'm going to actually, before I stamp on this, I'm going to cut a little tag into this. Cindy said crafting in general. Good luck, everyone, said Jen. And you guys that are watching the replay, I will leave this open. Okay, so you can comment. You can comment on the YouTube channel. I will leave it open until the end of the month. Okay? And like I said, there's always giveaways going on over at the She Makes Club. So you can pop on there at any time. The new magnetic ink pads, you guys, are close to my heart if you haven't seen them, because I know I'm pretty much only showing this stuff in She Makes. They stack really well because they are magnetic, so they cling to each other. Great. Really easy to open. So our old ones, right? I mean, if you had any type of dexterity or arthritic issues, it was a little bit of a pain in the butt to kind of get them open and twist them around and plop them in. Okay, you don't have to worry about this old style anymore. They have come out with these magnetic ink pads that are larger. You can see they are a larger surface, okay, which is great. Okay, they're magnetic. They still store upside down. So here's the label's already on there, what color it is. Jennifer said I would ride horses forever. Okay, so it stores them upside down to keep the ink nice and moist and on top. All right, so we're gonna do I'm always here. I'm here for you because I am truly here for you. I love doing, and I do them weekly right now, I love doing coffee chats or goal acceleration classes and courses one-on-one. You can get on and I will schedule a call with you and talk about your life, where you're going, your purpose, whether it's reaching goals in your business, in things with your kids, weight loss, things that I've already been through, or I point you to somebody who has been through it, and we talk about it and we go through it together. All right, so I'm going to do this, and kind of seeing what like papers I have here because I got a lot of stuff going on. Let's see. Let's use, because we haven't used this pattern yet. You love to glass etch. I know you do. You do love to glass etch, don't you? We're going to do a couple colors here. And see what else we can add to this. I'm going to cut it from here. That should be good. I'm going to make this the same. How do I want to do it? Next to it? I don't know, but I know I need to cut this down a little bit either way, so we'll just cut this down. We'll figure it out. So just tell me that one thing that you would do for the rest of your life if you could. What's that one thing that really matters to you that you would love to just be able to do for the rest of your life? that'll work. That is cute. We'll do it this way. And we're going to do another layer of color. Ooh, you know, this green is kind of fabulous. So you're getting to see the process of just having a little bit of fun, creating a card on the spot that's going to come to one of you. It's going to come out to one of you. All right, do this up here. Just like that. Yep, and we're going to do some of the Shimmer Trim. Doing it up. All right, and then we'll wrap it up for tonight. So, like I said, oh, and there is, by the way, for those of you who didn't know, if you haven't been over there in a while, there's actually a giveaway going on at aboverubystudio.com right now to win the Some Kind of Wonderful kit. It's actually just a rafflecopter giveaway. So all you have to do is like enter through that. There's no anything fancy. Like you can just share it. You can like there's a whole ton of different ways to enter to win that. So for those of you who didn't know, now you do. Now you know. Now this is too big because I did that and I don't want that overhanging. So now I got to make this a little shorter. You know. Because I'm just playing. Yeah, that's cute. Okay, so then we'll do this pattern paper. We're going to do pop dots on this guy. Oh. I got Shimmer Trim stuck to me. Hey Marilyn, thanks so much for popping in tonight. Alright, it shouldn't need to, I hope. It should. Okay, coming together here. Not done yet. Not done yet. I'm going to put an arrow on it because an arrow is a really great reminder to keep in mind that as an arrow, in order to hit the target and to be shot where you need to go, sometimes you need to be pulled back a little bit. Sometimes it feels a little bit stressful and it feels like you're going in reverse. But as long as you keep aiming and you keep focusing on where it is that you are going, you're going to hit your target. So keep aiming, keep focusing, keep going forward, even when it feels like you're being pulled back. Okay, and that stuck to my finger instead of the card, so we may need a little more adhesive on there because I'm trying to stick glitter to glitter, and sometimes that doesn't work out so well. Even with the zig, I think it just needs to dry a second. I think if it dries a second, it'll be okay. Okay, so we're going to do a little arrow on there. That's not going anywhere. I'm going to actually cut out this little birdie by hand. These scissors are going to be the worst ones in the world to do that with, so bear with me. Let's try to see if I have another pair of scissors in here. Not my little Cricut kit. I think I have scissors in here still. Oh, would you look at that? I got scissors! Because, yeah, I don't want to use that. No. Yep. We're going to, there's a cute little birdie on here, and I'm going to cut them out. Probably not perfectly. But we're going to anyway. And I know know, I can apparently not concentrate and do fancy cutting and communicate at the same time. So if you were watching this normally in like a tutorial in previous years, you would see me like edit this whole part out and just fast forward, and it wouldn't be dead airspace because I can't think of anything intelligent to say while I'm trying to cut around the corners of this bird. So I apologize. I'm trying. I'm trying to figure out how I want to cut this out, because there's cute little like white sketchy lines on the bottom here that he's like standing on, which is kind of adorbs. Totes adorbs, actually. See this little birdie? Isn't he cute? It's not perfectly cut out, but it's a handmade card and it's coming to you. Who wants it? Who wants this little birdie? I don't like the way the lines look, so I don't know why I worried about that part. Yes, more time for being with your family. I think that at the end of the day, you know, I had that, we actually, even in church yesterday, our pastor kind of talked about how many days we really have on this earth. Like, when you really think about it, how many days do you have on this earth? And how often do you end up looking back on your life feeling like how many people look back feeling like I didn't accomplish anything? Like, what is it you want to be known for? What is your legacy? What is the dynasty that you are building? Because you're leaving one, and it can be one of no decision and indecision and fear, or it can be one of purpose and love and courage and strength. Your story matters, you guys. Your story matters. What you do day to day matters. You have an opportunity to step into light and to truly use the time you are given. It's so easy to want to like just drift and like go through the motions day after day after day. I know it can be really easy. When there's no vision, a people perish. So if you have no vision for your future, no hope, no purpose, no desire, no anything, what's going to happen at the end of your life when you look back? And I don't like this bird on this air with this arrow. I had this cute intention. He's an adorable little birdie. Don't like him with the arrow. We're done with it. I'm not using the bird. I'm not going to use the bird. It's just not going to happen. Because I just want you to know I'm here for you. Is there anything in here that I want to use? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Ooh. My hand's stuck to the inside of the bag. Yep. Squeeze a little heart. You would have a good home with you, Joe. I know it. I know it. All right. And we're going to call it a day with that, because I think that's actually kind of cute. Okay. So we'll give this card away. Janet, thank you so much for popping on. We are going to sign off for tonight, I think. I would love to see you guys come over and make and create, like I said, at least 2 full craft videos every single month. I've been doing a lot more than that. I did 4 cards this month already, a scrapbook layout. I'm doing 2 more scrapbook layouts. We just did a scrapbook layout tonight. A lot more intimate stories, a lot more sharing from the heart, and sharing the journey, sharing stuff that matters. And having a safe place to be able to share, having a place where you can create and have a wonderful time and be able to have friends come alongside of you from all over the world. And it's great. It's so fun. I love it. And I'm so thankful for it. And I would love to continue to do it with you guys. So come over and check it out. Enjoy the moments. I'll see you guys soon. You can continue to check me out both at Above Ruby Studio and lifeaboverubies.com. And the She Makes Club is ready for you guys. Giveaways happening right now, so don't forget to enter and tell me what it is that you would do if you could do just one thing for the rest of your life. If you could leave that legacy, what would it be? Leave the comment here at Facebook Live or at the YouTube channel if you're watching the replay. Have a great night, guys. Bye.